Pisces, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to this reading. And so we connect with the energies available to you for the coming hours, the coming days. I'm going to start this reading with a message from the fairies. Let us connect then with this energy, Pisces, to see what your guides want to talk about regarding what might come your way or what you need to know. Well, there are situations changing regarding some very personal matters, and these shifts have everything to do with a reward that is finally coming your way. Things are moving for you. Rewarding yourself, Pisces, you must understand that rewarding yourself is a priority from a material place, in the sense that if you have the possibility to reward yourself, it is understood that you have done a good job. And that is why you will have the possibility to feel free financially, and that makes sense as a reward. It is a moment, Pisces, where you are felt to be happy, because it may be that some type of reward is also being recognized from your work, which gives you the possibility of facilitating not only economic independence, but also changing direction. This may be that some might be interested in becoming independent from an autonomous place to work on some type of project that can complement what they already have, or directly dedicate themselves to that project 100%. It is a moment where Pisces might be needing to reconnect with themselves. Not from a place of loneliness, as the hermit sometimes indicates, which is rather for introspection. No, but rather here it is to take into account attending to oneself, self-care. We are in the season of Taurus, and Taurus asks us for that, right? Attention to the personal, to the care of diet, nutrition, physical activity, or simply giving ourselves moments of pleasure. That is where the Nine of Pentacles places you. And they're also connecting with calm and with chosen solitude, because it is understood that if you are in the Nine of Pentacles, everything is fine in your environment, and it is good to feel with yourself, to be with yourself. Or with yourself, because you are going to feel very comfortable. Now, here is a card that is telling us that you must start to recover confidence regarding something. I do not feel that this situation, which at this moment might be in some way making you uncomfortable emotionally, is meaningless. No. That is to say, if you are currently going through that situation, you feel a little bad emotionally, it does not mean that that discomfort does not have meaning. What would not make sense is to worry about it, because in reality, this is telling you that it occurs for a specific reason, which you will soon realize. And it is necessary to step away from what this emotion might be in order to get closer to what could be this situation that brings you comfort. It tells me that perhaps what is worrying you, or what is generating that sense of emotional instability and even a little bit of fear, is actually what is causing that feeling of loss for you. It is like saying, I feel that you at this moment might be thinking or directly feeling that what you are missing, you are not going to recover. Well, in reality, it is not quite like that. I repeat to you again that there are situations that are accommodating themselves toward a totally different place. And it is telling us that one must focus on the idea of what one has at this moment. That is why they place you next to the Nine of Pentacles. And here there are many things for you to value and for you to take into account to reconnect and not stay in this, which is something that is overflowing you emotionally and you want to control it. And this resonates in a very tangible way with your physical well-being as well. For that reason, this particular situation that might be stirring up such deep discomfort and negativity within you is being specifically countered and balanced out by the energy of this Nine of Pentacles, which brings a much needed sense of stability and relief to everything you are currently going through. And very soon you're going to realize, that this is not something that is the end of that situation. Because you have an arcane here that speaks to us of an analysis or a conciliation with that which at this moment is bothering you, is weakening you emotionally. So, are you looking for advice on the situation, or perhaps listening to someone who can provide valuable feedback regarding these feelings you are currently experiencing deep down within yourself? You may also receive some kind of guidance about it, and in that same place, you may find support and begin to heal as well, but from a deeply personal place. You're also going to be able to mature from this situation on a personal level and try, well, to see how you can manage to shift your energy regarding that matter. Five of Cups is not a card that only appears when the person is doing badly because they have a loss of a relationship. Yes, it can be, but I feel it is from another place. So there is a situation that is being accommodated from a personal place that, as I tell you, generates a certain instability for you. It might be wise for you to reach out to people you know can give you good advice. It can help you gain a better understanding of your current situation and clear things up. It is also quite possible that you might feel drawn to seek out a particular space, or perhaps it will occur to you to engage with something that resonates deeply with your own personal journey towards spirituality. Exploring these avenues can be a powerful way to shift your focus and may actually provide the clarity you need to break free from your current situation. Remember that finding solace in something that genuinely aligns with your inner beliefs can be the very thing that helps you rise above these challenges and finally move toward a more peaceful and balanced state of being. Or returning to have confidence in yourself specifically. And start to better reconcile the situation. But it is necessary to understand that this will not stay like this. This is going to change, it is going to change, and it will lead you to what is a very interesting learning experience. Because it is also telling you that thanks to this experience, if you pay attention, it is bringing you a lesson that you will be able to apply to other situations that may arise. You will be applying practical solutions instead of emotional ones, choosing to be more objective rather than reacting through your feelings. That is why you are asked to take the situation calmly. Take it calmly, more so if it is a matter where you are involving feelings, because this can be fixed from another place. More so if you are looking for a lasting relationship. So here it tells me again that things are not lost. One must move away from the negative and let this situation be reconciled. Perhaps there is some person who also acts as an intermediary or mediator between you and that person who matters to you, because perhaps the other person also needs some type of advice or a different vision and help for that person. Because it speaks to me that you and this person who is in question and who may be making you feel the situation also have the intention of fixing this, have the intention of accommodating the situation with you. Imagine what relationship there is in this first line of reading, that thanks to the fact that the Hierophant is there, it speaks to me of your economic stability, right? And of your stability at work. That is why you seek material reward from a personal place as well. Because obviously you possess the wisdom to manage these gains and this compensation very well, ensuring that you receive that sense of worthiness on a personal level, don't you? It is that you start to see your economy more stable. There are good perspectives. You can invest in yourself, obviously in a secure way, but also in other types of values that life gives you, right? Let us see what the cards tell us now. These are always general readings. If you would like to have a personal consultation with me, you can do so through the website, where you are able to schedule an appointment with me. You can always find the web address right here in the video, and I have also included a pinned comment featuring your zodiac sign so that you can navigate over and comfortably access the website whenever you're ready to reach out for your own personal session. It is all there waiting for you, so please feel free to look. Look how interesting, again, the Five of Cups, the energy of Scorpio. This is about to be fixed. A situation is about to be fixed because this bridge is going to be crossed, which now has divided emotions, right? They are like very stirred up. There is a sensation of loss. But look how interesting. Here again appears what is the energy of Scorpio, but again appears the inspiration that brings a joy, that brings a connection, that brings a person. Maybe that what you are missing at this moment is having the security that that state through which you are passing will not remain much longer in your life because you change reality and context. If I am talking about a personal situation, obviously there is something that arrives in your lives that comforts you greatly and makes you believe again, to be inspired, to relate in a different way, and above all, to be inspired by what is this creation and connection that the Ace of Cups brings you, which is a card that also corresponds to the sign of Pisces. Now, it is the announcement. It is an announcement loaded with emotions and also inspiration and creativity, but also in addition, the announcement of the arrival of a person into your lives. In the case that you are going through a situation that is understood as mourning, right? That you are, detaching yourself from that pain. And that counselor could also be the one who is supporting you in this period, in this instance. You are doing a quite interesting personal work. You are accommodating what is that matter. As I told you at the beginning, you are realizing that this made you grow greatly and you are giving entry to a new relationship, to a person who is obviously being guided to your life path to connect with you from a committed, deep and valid emotional place. And above all, for you, it will be of much inspiration. This person will have, if you will, even a medicinal power over you and over your heart. But if we are talking about a Pisces who in some way needs to reconcile what they feel now from a different place, where that bond that is currently going through a complicated situation and is making them feel those sensations and those emotions, would be reconciling with that person. Because there's a possibility for those interested to restart the relationship or recompose it through an open and sincere dialogue where things would be set in order. That is why the Hierophant is a card that speaks to us of that, the possibility of trusting in this, if that is what you want, obviously, And you're willing to have that conversation and smooth over what are old frictions, roughness, and well, start to turn the page and start from scratch. Now, you have a beautiful card here, which is the card of the Fool, which corresponds to the sign of Aquarius. The Fool is a card that is speaking to us of what could be something very promising. I truly believe that what is emerging for you right now is something entirely innovative and completely new. Because of this, so many of you will find yourselves ready to agree to starting a fresh, new relationship simply because you are finally going to have the genuine possibility to choose for yourselves, free from the heavy, lingering emotional conditioning of past pain. You are entering a space where you can finally move forward, unburdened by those old patterns that have held you back for far too long. So, this speaks of what is the announcement of a new stage of life that really invites you to enter with total confidence in whatever it is that you do, whether it be some type of undertaking or some type of development that empowers you personally and inspires you and connects you with a reality in which you are believing. It has a lot to do with following dreams, intuitions, and gut feelings. And the Ace of Cups has to do with that, but it can also be speaking to us of what could be something that you are choosing to do, which is totally spontaneous, which can be something that changes you, changes your direction, changes your course without having something planned or mapped out. And life is surprising you with the spirit of moving forward and trusting that the situations you need to happen are happening as you really want and are appreciating this moment where life is rewarding you in an almost magical way. And it represents a moment for you of much expansion and much luck. It is like you feel that there is nothing, there is a brutal hopelessness, but at the same time, you have all the opportunities to take something differently, where you feel authentic, you feel open enough to express all your feelings, and you trust in moving forward. So, life is placing you in the right spot with the right person. You are going to experience a moment of great expansion. I have no doubt about that. It is a moment where some of you may feel like you are crossing some type of boundary. And in the eyes of other people, they may see it as risky, but you are going to let yourselves be carried away. You are going to let yourselves be carried away by what you understand you have to do because that unconscious and deep wisdom that connects you with the Ace of Cups guides you. And when this Ace of Cups appears, what it always tells me is that the guidance, the inner guidance, is the certainty that you have to follow the call of the heart and you are going to launch yourselves into living this experience. Whether it is on a personal level, where you are going to launch yourselves directly into living this economic freedom, but it could also be connected with what could be an emotional issue. Well, look how interesting, the Ten of Pentacles. Imagine the Nine of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles. It's not just about enjoying the money, but also about expanding it and sharing that enjoyment with the people around you as well. Because the Ten of Pentacles makes sense with what could also be needs related to family, needs you had to cover in other areas as well, not just personal ones. This card highlights that your focus now extends beyond yourself to those around you. And that is what I mean by taking charge of outstanding debts or restructuring your life in a different way. Please forgive me. I apologize for the interruption. It could be a moment for you also where you are reconciling things in a forceful way, because it speaks to us of great material wealth. So in economic matters, it indicates that Pisces is reaching a higher level, that it is reaching that higher level thanks to the discipline, the effort, and the work that the Nine of Pentacles had already told us. You are handling things very well in an effective and productive manner, and you are also doing so with many, many eyes set on what is to come regarding expansion or the future itself. I feel, Pisces, that what you are doing is starting a path full of possibilities, above all, to start opening doors to something totally new, which depends on the choice of each of you or the inspiration, right? However, I truly believe that you are on the very verge of possessing something that is entirely your own, of venturing out into a completely different field, or perhaps even reaching a significantly higher level of seniority and authority in the work that you are currently doing, which will ultimately lead to a much more prosperous and rewarding professional life for you in the coming days ahead. So, in particular, I have to tell you that I am going to place great emphasis on the possibility that you are going to manage now with respect to material order and the control that you are going to have with money from what is the security that it will give you to provide for yourself, but also in addition, you will be without worry. So that is why you can take risks, and that is why you have security. It is a moment where you are going to feel extremely stable, secure, and very comfortable with family or without family. It is a moment where you really are going to feel that reward also as something that fills you with pride, because you are also offering something very good on your part, because you are working well with yourself too. Those who are with you will likely share in this prosperity and enjoy it as well, especially if they have also stood by your side through difficult times and shared in those hardships alongside you. These may also be days to settle into your professional life. These can be days for Pisces to find stability in your professional, emotional, and financial matters. Because if you wish to obtain stability backing the 10 of Pentacles in the whole reading, because there is a Hierophant, there is a 9 of Pentacles. It is speaking to me of that backing. That support also tells me that if you are choosing a relationship and you are choosing it from a good place, treating it as something new, there are many perspectives for the future. There is great potential in this, and you should look forward to what is to come. Many perspectives that can be maintained in this relationship and can be expressed in recognition, giving, and in pursuing that vision that you also wish to achieve to maintain this connection for a very long time. Because there is solidity when a 10 of Pentacles appears. In all aspects of life, there is solidity. What does the Master give us? The Master gives us expansion. Let go of old beliefs and programs that no longer resonate with you. Seek new longings, those that your soul is asking for, to begin to walk the path that leads you to its manifestation. It is time to align mind and heart because this is the call of transformation, and you will see how expansion and growth flow into your life. Impressive, Pisces. May it be so, so it is, and so it will be for you.